Welcome to Music City Gospel Review, the voice he hears. I'm your host, and my name is Renay Lee. As always, we're coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee. It's home of country music. However, we've got some great gospel music for you today. We're going to have a special on a group from Rainsville, Alabama. You're going to get to know them really quickly. They're a great family group called Point of Honor. And they have a lot of original songs, so that makes it even better. You're not going to recognize them, but you're going to want to sit tight and listen to every one of them. They love Jesus with their whole heart. Let's go to the first song, That's Somebody's Jesus.
Searching, I was burdened and oppressed. I heard somebody calling, come unto me and rest. Just like he healed the leper, made the lame to walk again. Somebody cleansed all of my sin when I called his wonderful name. Now that somebody's Jesus, I'm gonna praise his wonderful name. He makes my life worth living with joy I can never explain. Now when I need to know the right way to go, when it seems nobody else can help, now that somebody is Jesus, 'cause I just can't make it by myself. Sometimes when storm clouds gather on life's sea of Galilee, I find in every storm cloud that somebody knows my name. Now somebody move those mountains that I could never go through, and anything in his name, he'll do what he said he would do. Now that somebody's Jesus, I'm gonna praise his wonderful name. He makes my life worth living with joy I can never explain. When I need to know the right way to go, when it seems somebody else can help, now that somebody is Jesus, 'cause I just can't make it by myself. That somebody is Jesus, 'cause I just can't make it by myself.
Point of Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, these guys are a blessing. Thank you so much for coming to Nashville, Tennessee. Now, I'm going to need somebody. I know you're the spokesman of the group, spokesperson, but you introduce everyone for us, if you would, please.
I'll be glad to, Renee. This is my wife over here on the keyboard. She does a lot of the writing, that a lot of the songs that we sing. She writes a lot of those. My wife, Frankie King. Next to her is her niece, Valerie Smalley. Been to sing with us a little over a year now and does an awesome job. Right here next to us is Smiling Jim. I call him Smiling Jim, Mr. Jim Hyatt. He's been with us just a few months longer than Valerie, I think, but doing a fine job. And my name is Ronnie King. We're from Rainsville, Alabama.
Okay. You can tell the Southern Gospel groups, they've got that introduction down. So, and the ladies, you all look so lovely today. And Frankie, I want to talk to you first of all about the group. Give us a little bit of background, if you would, how you got started. I know the two of you are married and you're a family group, so let's start with that.
I started the group in about, I believe, 1995, and at that time I was pretty much by myself, and it was kind of scary, but a friend of mine from here in Nashville, he said, if you've got to treat this just like you would a job. You have got to become serious about it. And so I took the money I had in savings and bought a PA system. And I would go solo where churches would invite me. And then later on, I met Ronnie through losing a group member. And he joined the group. And we had another young lady, Marilyn Bevel, and now she is Marilyn Harper, that was with Inheritance. She came with us for several years. And about a year ago, or a little bit over a year ago, these two came our way, and who would have thought the Lord would have given me the desire of my heart to have a family group.
Family
and
groups.
I'm so blessed. It's just been awesome.
Yes, and God is so faithful too. You know, we've shared this on previous programs, but He gives us the desires of our heart because He places that desire in there. And we long after His perfect will for our lives. And you guys sound great together. I just love it. So I'm going to ask you some questions too. Tell us about some of the venues that you sang at and some of the places you've been around.
Oh my goodness, I've been so many places. We've done video work for some other television programs, but we've sung, a lot of our stuff is on churches. We love going to the churches. Because churches you can worship and you can proclaim the name of Jesus a lot easier than a lot of the Southern Gospel venues where there's county fairs and things like that, and you're out in the public, so to speak. We still do, but we feel more comfortable in the churches because that's where we can really worship the Lord best.
Yes, and I know this group is very ministry-minded and focused on souls, and that touches my heart too. And I want to ask you too, how long have you been singing? Ladies
Well,
first, he
I've
says.
sang in church, as an adult. I sang in our choir, but certainly not comfortable singing on my own. It kind of came out of her brother is my father, and my dad was ill, and we took a trip in the car to go see my dad, and it kind of started from there. So here I am.
Here I am. And
I've been singing just about all of my life.
I knew he was going to say that, didn't you? Ladies and gentlemen, didn't
My
you?
mother and sister and I, we sung together just growing up, just a little, real little. She used to stand my sister and I up in a chair there, and then we'd all sing, get harmony.
Yes.
So many years ago.
Yes. And that's something when you have that heritage handed down from family, sitting on the front porch in the summertime, start stringing green beans and singing harmony. That's how a lot of us, you're from Alabama and I'm from Georgia, and that's how a lot of us get started.
Frankie and Jimmy are cousins, but they had not known each other. Their family was so large that they didn't grow up together, and they really didn't meet each other until just a couple of years ago. I guess they got reacquainted and everything. And so it is just a work of the Lord, how it comes together.
Yes. Now, they're going to sing some more for us, and excited to sing for the viewers today. And on the next segment, we're going to talk some more about your songs that the Lord has blessed you to write. At this point, how do they get in touch with you if they want to invite you to their church?
The best way is on Facebook.
Good old Facebook.
Yes, we had a website for years and years, but we found that most people were contacting us on Facebook or telephone. And
now for their next song, the title is When I Deserve Justice.
An aimless soul lost in the darkness. My sins had gained full control. Searching, but finding no answers. Wanting somehow to be whole. Oh, but He saw my hopeless condition and pardoned my poor sin-sick soul. For when I deserved justice, He gave me mercy. When I was in chains, His grace set me free. Now I can't understand how He loved even me. For when I deserved justice, He gave mercy to me. Guilty, the judge gave the verdict.
the lost. He gave his life unselfishly upon a rugged cross. He paid the cost. Give him the praise. Give him all the honor. Give him the praise. For he alone is worthy to be praised. Give him praise. Give him all the praise.
Stand my ground. I tell you, if there's ever a time that we need that message to be sang and spoken, it's today. That was a wonderful song. Tell me about the inspiration behind that one, if you would.
It was during the George Zimmerman trial
Okay.
that I was out working in my flowers, and the thought, stand my ground, kept coming to my mind, but I kind of took a different turn on it because I really feel like America's in trouble.
Yes.
And the only way back to where we need to be is through the Lord and the principles that we used to live by that are not welcome anymore in our country. And so that's kind of where it came from.
Yes. And I know, Ronnie, when you and I were talking on the phone the other night before you came to Nashville, we were sharing with each other. Why don't you just share from your heart to the viewing audience today? Because I feel like somebody needs to hear a word that you've got from the Lord.
Oh, goodness gracious. There's so much good that God has done in our lives that, in 2011, we were caught in an F5 tornado, my wife and I. And a lot of the blessings that came from that is just awesome. My wife woke up that morning and she said the Lord spoke to her and said that this is not going to be just an ordinary day. And she took time and she asked the Lord to protect us and our home and our pets. And that F5 tornado came within about 60 feet of our front door. And it turned and just horseshoed right around our home and then continue on. And I think Valerie was, her and her husband lost
A business.
a business. And
A business, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law lost their home, but the Lord graciously kept them here.
right. And so, in standing our ground, God is faithful, Renee. He is so faithful. And He will provide a way out of anything that Satan throws our way. And it's including an F5 tornado. And a lot of the blessings that came in, my wife prayed that the Lord would protect us in the home and the pets, and our neighbors lost their lives in that tornado. But God was gracious to us and spared our lives and spared the lives of our pets and all that. Our home was the only one left standing in our little community on that side of the highway, our side of the highway. And so, I don't know, you may be your audience may be going through something that they need to know that God is there, and He will never leave you, and He will never forsake you. He is always there. He's always faithful.
Amen. I tell you what, these guys, I just love them to death. And that song was spot on, sister, and I encourage you to just keep sharing it. And if you're watching and you want these lovely folks to come to your church, please, you can go to our website at musiccitygospelreview.com and send us a message, and we will get your contact information to them. And you're going to sing for us again in just a moment, so stand by. Our next song, Who Do You Say That I Am?
He healed the sick and raised the dead. 5,000 hungry souls He fed. His people still would not believe. The truth of God would not receive. Then Jesus turned to Peter, said, "What will you say of the Son of Man? Is he a prophet, priest, or king? Please tell me what you think of me. Who do you say I am? Am I just a story that's not true? I gave my all and now it's up to you. Please don't turn my love away. Who do you say I am? Don't wait too late to know these words are true. I've heard the others, now I'm asking you. Who do you say I am? He told them of all the things ahead, how he must bear the sins of all men. Up on the cross he would bleed and die, but in 3 days he would arise. He arise. Now the choice is up to you. What will you say and what will you do? It's gonna hurt if you should walk away. Still I'll abide by what you say. Who do you say I am? Am I just a story that's not true? I gave my all and now it's up to you. Please don't walk away.
Don't walk away.
Who do you say I am? Don't wait too late to know these words are true. I've heard the others, now I'm asking you. Who do you say I am? I am. Who do you say I am? That I
That was a fantastic job, and I love these guys. Point of honor. We have another song. You're going to love it. He never changes.
World may end tomorrow, the sun refused to shine, the stars may cease to twinkle, the rivers may run dry, the mountains high and mighty may crumble to
is eternal. And hell
He never changes, He's just the same, now and forever. He will remain.
Know what I'm talking about is next.
On that first Easter Sunday after the Lord had been crucified, Mary went down to where he lay just to take a look inside. The stone had been rolled away that morning, and the angel that stood nearby said, "Have no fear, the Lord's not here. Mary, now don't you cry." She went back to the city where the disciples were hid that day. She remembered the time the Lord had said he would come up out of the grave. She told them all about the things she'd seen and what the angel had to say. And before they could doubt, she began to shout, man, she got carried away. Oh, yes, I know,
Yes, I know
what I'm talking about. My Jesus lives, there is no doubt. I'm gonna sing, and I'm gonna shout. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. Now, friend, I know you don't understand till you know where I have been. There was a time that I was blind, I was lost within my sin. But the power that rolled that stone away held me when I prayed. I'm gonna sing, let his praises ring, 'cause I know I'm saved. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. My Jesus lives, there is no doubt. I'm gonna sing, and I'm gonna shout. Yes, I know what I'm talking about.
We've had another great show today. Both of these ladies from Kentucky. I didn't know that, but they did a great job. Hope you enjoyed them. Please send us an email. Go to our website, www.musiccitygospelreview.com. Let us know what you thought. Encourage these ladies to go and sing for the Lord. You can tell they really enjoy what they're doing. And as always, I like to say, God bless. Tune in next week.